Facial of silence. I'm a 32-year-old facial technician. I've worked in the skincare business for over 10 years. You get used to all kinds of people, talkative, anxious, picky. Nothing surprises you after a while. At least that's what I thought, until her. This happened a few months ago, and I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. A woman came in for a facial, mid-30s, maybe early 40s, slim build, neatly dressed, designer coat, expensive bag, hair perfectly styled. But she had on these massive black sunglasses, the kind you'd wear to block paparazzi. And the moment she walked in, something felt very uncomfortable. She didn't say her name, didn't confirm her appointment, just handed over her phone, where her confirmation was already pulled up on the screen. Not a word. I tried to be friendly like always, asked how her day was going, if she had any preferences or skin sensitivities. She just raised a hand slightly. No eye contact, no smile. Then she said, "No small talk, please." That was it. Okay, fine. Some people just want peace. That's normal. So, I let the silence fill the room and got to work. But even then, there was something weirdly tense about the silence, like she was listening for something or someone. Everything was smooth for the first 15 minutes. I cleansed her skin, steamed her face, removed her shades, gently placed the cotton pads over her eyes. She didn't flinch, barely moved. As I started applying the face mask, something made me pause. Underneath the cotton pads, I could see it. Her eyes. They were open. Wide freaking open. Just staring up. At first I thought maybe the pads had shifted. I adjusted them and tried again. But no, she hadn't blinked. Her eyes were locked on the ceiling. Not moving. Not reacting. Just glassy and unblinking. I asked quietly, "Are you okay?" No response. So I leaned in closer, trying to see if she was having some kind of medical issue. That's when I realized she was holding her breath, not like a quick inhale or a breath hold before sneezing. She was deliberately holding her breath, chest frozen, face completely still, like she was in a trance, like she was trying not to be heard. I stepped back, heart pounding, and told her I'd be right back. Then I left the room and found my supervisor. I was shaking, told her something wasn't right and to please come with me. When we came back into the room, she was sitting upright on the table, the mask removed, sunglasses back on. She looked right at me, smiling, and said, "Perfect. I feel renewed. You did a great job." Then she stood, handed me a $100 tip, and walked out without another word. That night after we closed, I checked the security footage. I watched her walk in. No blinking. Watched her sit at the front. Wait. Still no blinking. In the treatment room. Not once. Not when I touched her face. Not when I left the room. And when she got up and left, still. No blinking. I paused the footage on her face frame by frame. Not even a flicker in her eyes. And it wasn't just the blinking. The footage from the lobby at one point, the lights flickered. Just for a second. And in that exact moment, she turned her head sharply toward the ceiling, like she heard something. Something we didn't hear. A few days later, I tried to look her up. Her name was on the booking, but when I searched it, nothing. No social media, no phone record, no photos. It's like she didn't exist, or she didn't want to exist. All I know is whatever that woman was doing, whatever she was hiding from, she wasn't scared of me. She was scared of something else. And for that 1 hour, I think she was trying to disappear from it. Completely. She never blinked, not once. But I swear I saw her eyes move when she thought I wasn't looking. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for spine-chilling horror content and to watch more scary videos. Please share with family and friends. The Man in the Sauna. My name is Russell. I work at a wellness spa in downtown Chicago. It's a nice spot, clean, quiet, and upscale. One of the perks of being on staff is getting access after hours. Most nights I hit the sauna after my shift. It helps me decompress, especially after long days dealing with clients. But there was one night that changed everything, and now I haven't stepped foot in that sauna since. It was around 10 p.m., just after closing. The place was practically empty. Most of the staff had already left. Only folks around was myself and security, I thought. I went through my usual routine, grabbed a towel, filled up a water bottle, and walked into the sauna. I opened the heavy door, and the heat hit me instantly, fogging up my glasses. But what stopped me in my tracks was the man. He was sitting in the far corner, the darkest part of the sauna. I barely noticed him at first. He didn't move, didn't even flinch when I came in. He was just sitting there. He was fully dressed, completely. Jeans, a long-sleeve button-up shirt, even socks and shoes. Everything was soaked through with sweat. His hair was dripping, but he just sat there, staring at the hot stones like he was hypnotized. I gave him a quick nod, trying to be polite. He didn't respond. Not a glance, not a blink, nothing. It was weird, yeah, but I figured maybe he was having a rough day. Or maybe he was just deep in thought. I sat on the opposite bench, laid my towel down, and closed my eyes. But I couldn't freaking relax. The everything felt off. I kept hearing little noises like tiny creaks or the softest movements, but whenever I opened my eyes, he hadn't moved an inch. He didn't shift, didn't breathe heavily, just stared. 5 minutes passed, then 10, and I couldn't take it anymore. I grabbed my towel and left the sauna, heart racing. I walked straight to security. It's protocol to report anything unusual, especially after hours. I told the guy on duty about the man in the sauna. He looked confused, pulled up the check-in system. There was no record of anyone else being in the spa at that time. No guests, no employees, no cleaners, just me. I told him to come look for himself, so we walked back together. We opened the door slowly. The heat spilled out again, but the sauna was empty. No man, no sound, just steam and the hiss of the stones. But then I noticed something that made my blood run cold. Sitting neatly on the bench where the man had been was a folded pair of jeans and long-sleeve shirt. Both perfectly folded, dry, not a drop of sweat on them. No socks, no shoes, no phone, just the clothes. The security guy let out this awkward laugh like he didn't know what to make of it. He asked if maybe I was just tired. Maybe I saw my own reflection through the steam. But I wasn't hallucinating. I saw him. I saw the sweat dripping from him. We checked the footage. Nothing. The cameras didn't show anyone enter or leave the sauna except for me. I didn't go back in there for weeks. When I did, I always checked that corner first, always. But the image of him, sweating, silent, staring at those stones, has never left my head. Like he was waiting for something, or someone. Sometimes I wonder if he wasn't a guest and he wasn't a staff member. Then where did he come from? And more importantly, where did he go? Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for spine-chilling horror content, and to watch more scary videos. Sleep tight if you can. Please share with family and friends. The after-hours pedicure. It was just after 9 p.m. We were already closed. I was the only one left, wiping down the pedicure chairs and double-checking the supply carts before locking up for the night. That's when the buzzer went off. At first I figured it was someone who didn't realize we were closed. I was going to ignore it, but then I saw her on the monitor. A woman, maybe mid-40s, wearing light blue medical scrubs, standing there with a tired expression. She buzzed again, then motioned like she was cold. I opened the intercom. She asked if we could squeeze her in for a quick toenail trim. Said she just got off a long shift at the hospital. Offered to pay double, in cash. I hesitated. Our policy said no walk-ins after 7, but I don't know. Something about her felt desperate, exhausted. I figured I'd just help her out and be done in 10 minutes. I let her in. She didn't say much, just nodded and walked slowly over to the chair. I set her up, dimmed the lights a bit like we usually do for relaxation. The room felt strangely cold, even though the thermostat was still set to 74. When I touched her feet, they were freezing. Ice, cold. Her toenails were long, cracked, yellowed, and there was this faint chemical smell coming off them, not like nail polish or acetone, more like bleach, old, sharp, sour. Still, I tried not to judge. I started trimming carefully. That's when she began muttering, not to me, to herself. Just soft little phrases, like, "The bleach never works on the blood. It's still down there, it keeps seeping through." At first I thought maybe she was just sleep deprived. I mean, night shift nurses deal with all kinds of trauma. People talk to themselves sometimes. But then she stopped, mid-sentence, looked right at me, dead in the eyes, no smile, just this flat staring face. Then she said, "Don't forget to clean the drain after I leave." My hand froze mid-trim. I didn't even know what to say. I kinda gave this nervous laugh and said, "Haha, yeah, sure thing." She didn't laugh back, just sat silently while I finished up. When I was done, she stood, pulled a crumpled $100 bill from her pocket, dropped it on the counter, and walked straight out without another word. I heard the sound of the door shutting. The place just felt empty. I locked up fast. I didn't even mop the floor like I was supposed to. Just left. The next morning I came in early and told my boss about the walk-in. She looked confused. Then she said, "We haven't accepted walk-ins after 7 p.m. for over a year now. Corporate policy." I asked about the security footage, told her to check the camera. But she shook her head. System only saves footage for 24 hours, unless you export it. Sorry. I went back to the pedicure station, the one she sat in. There was water still pooled near the drain. But here's the thing. The drain was clean. Too clean. Like someone had poured bleach straight into it. The whole area reeked of it, even stronger than the night before. I asked the morning cleaner if they had used anything new. They said no one had cleaned that station. Later that week I got curious and checked online. Looked up recent crimes, hospital workers in San Diego, that kind of thing. There was a thread on a local Reddit board. Someone asking about a nurse who used to live near Gaslamp. Said she disappeared years ago. Rumors of a woman who'd helped cover up something awful at a private care facility, then just vanished. One of the comments said she used to work nights, always wore scrubs, loved bleach, hated floors that creak. I haven't seen her again. But sometimes, late at night when I'm cleaning up, I hear the buzz at the front door. Just once, never more. Don't forget the drain. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for spine-chilling horror content, and to watch more scary videos. Sleep tight if you can. Please share with family and friends.